Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Gladiabots with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back exactly where we left off in the missions. Now, before we go ahead and go to the next mission, I would like to change, or at least show off, one change with our current AI. I haven't really looked into too much just yet, although I am fairly certain I was doing a couple of things wrong last time, other than the whole, misreading the percentage thing, but I have done one difference, which I think is going to make quite a big change to how our AI is going to work, or at least how effectively it's going to work. So that is just this here. Attack closest long-range enemy, which has been inserted to the condition if self-shield is between 0 and 25%. Let's never forget me messing that up last time. But anyway, this simply means that once we have fled, because left is always more important than right, we will attack enemies at long range. However, if there are no enemies within long range, but there are enemies who are out of range, we're just going to idle. That is the only time we are going to idle, and I even think that we could probably start walking towards the enemy, but that would require a few more conditions just to make sure we don't walk too close to an enemy and do some weird cycle. So this simply means that when we're out of range of the enemy, out of short and medium, we are going to attack the enemy at long range. That's only a 10% chance to hit per shot, but it does mean we've got a very small chance to hit, and all the while we are recouping our shield. The second thing I have changed is we are no longer going after the lowest shield, but instead we are going after the lowest health targets. I don't know if this will be better or worse or what. I haven't tested it yet. In fact, I haven't even tested out this yet because I'd rather do that on video. So maybe these two things will do really well. Maybe they will do absolutely terribly. There's only one way to find out. Let's go into the new mission. Into the mission we go. What is going on here then? Ambidextrous. We have 5 on each side, we have 2 balls, and we need to get the best score. Which means we can't allow them to get even 1 ball, because that will stop us being able to get the high score. So, let's change all of these to Laughbot, let's see how they do, and see how the enemy do, because that's the biggest thing. How is their AI going to deal with this? Are they going to simply rush the ball, in which case, can we kill them fast enough? Or are they going to attack us? Oh, they're going right for the ball, so their highest priority is to grab the ball. Ah, okay, that's not going to work then, so retry. How are we going to make this better? We could perhaps focus on whoever's holding the ball instead, therefore slowing them down a bit, so rather than the lowest health, going for the one holding the ball. But the problem with that is, as soon as it's dropped, another one's just going to grab it instantly. I don't know if that would be a better or a worse idea. Okay, let's try that. Let's prioritize the enemy holding the resource. Let's go with that. So, target selection weakest instead. I would like... Ooh, we don't have the ability to do that easily. Aha, there we go. Target resources. So, that's actually really easy. So, we just have to put these to the side. We make a new one here. This will be an action as well. Attack, enemy, and resource. Carrying resource, yes, and the weakest, I suppose. There we go. So this is the highest priority. Enemies which will be in short and medium range, which are carrying resource. Yes, that makes sense, and that one goes here. So this is more important than this one, which means we're going to be attacking the ones holding the ball first before we go after the others. I don't even think this is going to make a big deal, but let's just see how it goes. No, they still managed to get back, so clearly we just don't have enough firepower, unless we can focus fire. By the looks of it, we are going to be attacking the ones holding the resource faster anyway. Okay, let's change this around a bit then. Okay, so this is what I've came up with for now. I'm not sure if this will work out well at all, I just kind of want to see what this AI will do. This is the Destroyer AI, and as you can probably tell, it's incredibly aggressive. It will try and get in short range of enemies before attacking, and then it will simply hound enemies until there's none left, in which it will then go and default and try to capture resource. The Laughbot is the Laughbot, the one we were using before, so Let's see if this works out. I'm thinking the logic is these three will try to destroy either this group going there or this group going there. I'm thinking this one because they're going to try and go for the closest first, whereas these two are going to provide support, and depending on who they attack, it should go well. The destroyers are after non-resource holders first, the Lathbots are after resource holders first. Let's see. Normal speed, so yep, Lathbot's doing exactly what it should be doing, destroying that resource holder. That one then defaults, and absolutely fine. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Well done, destroyers. I wonder if all of them being destroyers would have worked as well. The only concern I had was because it would take so long for them to get there. That's a lot of time wasted not attacking. I just wanted it to be a bit more roundabout. Let's go full destroyer, let's see what happens here. Look at that, it's like the most simple AI ever. It has no self-preservation at all, it's just destroy the enemy at all cost. Yeah, we have a problem. They would all go towards that one. And that's what I thought would happen, and so to fix that though, that could be quite simple. Simply have two of the destroyers on a different version of destroyer, which goes after a different type of target first. Whereas right now, yep, it's going to let it get to the back. So you both back to Lathbot, ignoring me stammering away there, and let's just watch this at normal speed. 2 Lathbots and 3 destroyers. Self-preservation isn't as necessary here. I feel like maybe even having the Lathbots not flee might have been better. I wonder if that would have worked. Okay, one last tweak before we go off to the next thing. Let's just pretend for now. Click, there's no self-preservation interest. Hurting the enemy is the most important thing, and that's it. If you die, you die. The idea of having a shield, it's not even there. Just pretend it doesn't exist. No, they didn't quite take enough damage. I still think that perhaps that would have been better, but it doesn't really matter too much because I don't take enough damage. The idea of them only needing to get one back was the issue. So 3 destroyers, 2 Lathbots, that works. Although I am certain a little tweak here and there and you can make a robot that does the entire thing and you just have 5 of them. But I don't want to do that. I'm trying to be a bit more different. I don't want to make one super AI which does everything and then ignore everything else. Why are you unlocked? Crossfire. Oh, because you're the training level. That's weird. I didn't expect that to be unlocked here. Anyway, Circle of Death. Kill them all. Let's go with destroyers. Let's just go full on destroyer. Let's go suicide mode to start off with, just for a laugh. This will not end well, by the way. Just putting it out there. This will not end well. Go forth! Oh, they even split. Well, they're doing okay over here, but complete loss over there. I'm actually hoping we don't win, because that'll just be silly. Ooh, they don't go after enemies well enough. Yeah, that's a loss, good. I'm actually glad. That should not have won. Okay. So then, how do we beat this? Let's watch them, first of all. They have a very standard thing going on. Okay, so let's just redo the Lathbot so it has a bit of self-preservation. And let's go with full-on Lathbot. Everyone can be a Lathbot. Who needs to be anything else? And begin! We seem to focus fire better than they do. However, again, they've lost in this one section. Trying to flee away from the enemies is surprisingly difficult. Okay, we've won 2 out of 3 there. This one over here is going to be lost. Just fast forward it through. Zoom out of it so we can see what we're actually doing. And, yep, I think the Lathbot is victorious. It's very similar to their AI, but rather than idling, it fires. I think that literally won the day there. Because rather than idling, once we're out of range, and our shield is trying to regen, we're constantly throwing a little bit of damage their way, and I think that is what actually tipped the scales. Next, Split Team. I'm just thinking Lathbot again. I mean, as much as I was saying I don't like an all-round AI, Lathbot is fairly simplistic, but it's a good all-rounder, so go, do that again. That is far too symmetrical. Ooh, look at that. they back off a little bit early. Or do they? Maybe they don't. Okay, he's going there. So they've now clumped together, which means hopefully, yep, we've got through the shield and done damage. Just fast forward again. Can't zoom out any further. And we're about to get our first kill. Yes, we are. We are losing over here, though. But we are massively winning over there. Okay, we've got another kill. These two are surviving. And he'll be dead soon enough, thankfully going back. And yep, Gladiabot is winning again. Oh, there's a problem. Okay, so if we had lost and we needed to make upgrades, here's something we could do. Because this kind of got out of hand and became a large-scale battle, walk towards enemy if there's nothing else to do. In fact, let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. So, I actually want this to stay where it is, in case we, of course, go to a battle where that's needed. So, action. Move towards enemy... closest, no, not furthest, closest, and that's it. Nothing else, no only if they are certain range, just move towards the enemy. That is the last priority, which means once they get close enough and they're within medium or short range, it will default back to attacking, unless of course they took damage somehow on the way. So this means, let's just do it again, that when they end up over here, if it's the exact same simulation, which it should be, it's fairly good at that. No, it isn't. Wow, that was completely different. Just hounded them. Was that because we changed the AI, or was that just sheer luck? I'm hoping it's because we changed the AI. So let's destroy this for a second, and let's see how accurate... No. Let's see how accurate the simulation is. Is it the same every time? So this is without the walk thing. Oh yeah, this is defaulting back to the last one. And then we reattach the other one again as the final. Well, will this result in the hounding we saw in the second battle, in that the Gladiabots should kind of corner all the enemies in this area over here? Yes, it does. So the simulation does seem to be very accurate. It's the exact same movements, at least from what I'm seeing now. Perhaps in editing I will change my mind about that, but right now that's what it seems like. So next we have back-to-back. Okay then, so what are the enemy going to do? Let's just watch. So they are going straight for the resource. If they get all three, we lose, because then we can't get the highest. Okay, we're good. We win. Gladiabot just won that one by itself. No changes needed. So how would I have made that better? Perhaps going after the ones not holding resource first, because they're faster, and thus really messing up the last one's attempt, or something like that. Perhaps that would be better. We will never know. Next, to new challenger. Ooh, hello, green. What's special about green? We're currently all destroyers, so let's not be that. What do you all do? Okay, so green does fight red. I honestly thought that perhaps green was going to do something special, like heal or something, but no, it's just a complete different team. Okay, I already know how to do this one. So, they are clearly fighting off closest first. They are going after the closest enemy first. They are not specifically targeting anything. So, all we need to do for this one, and so I can be lazy, let's just duplicate it. Gladiabot Mark II. All we're going to change here is moving all these along. Honestly, Gladiabot probably would have won that because the enemy were fighting each other first anyway, but all we're going to change is we're going to add this here. So attack, attack, enemy, doesn't really matter too much because what we're going with is only long-range opponents, which means we are going to attack the enemy the entire time they are fighting each other whilst staying out of range. We are not, under any circumstance, going to get so close that we should be attacked. That makes sense in my head, and let's go for weakest instead, that would be a lot better. So let's see how that works. Gladiabot Mark II. Actually, and this is a pretty big actually, these two should be swapped. And there's a reason for it, and it's actually quite a big reason, and I've just thought of this before going out, because I decided, oh, you know what, do you know what we need to do? We need to make all these look a little bit neater. I was getting them all on the same line, making it so these go straight down. It was all going to be really pretty, and then I realised something. If we have it like this, it means our robots will prioritise attacking at long range, even if there are enemies in medium range. So if there's an enemy in medium, and there's an enemy at long, it will prioritise the weaker attack, which is silly and will end up getting us killed. So I think that is a very smart thing to do, and we've changed these around. Aren't I a clever bugger? Okay, Laughbot Mark II. Let's see how you go. That's it, we stay at range. Ooh, they only walk out of medium range, and because there's no score limit here, we can just stop them from healing constantly. Would targeting the weakest be the best here then? I don't really know, because we could target ones without shields and just keep them constantly knocked down. Okay, you're in medium, so you're starting to attack him. Now you're not in medium, you've changed. And will we get a long-range victory? By the looks of it, yes. Yes, we will. Aw, he won't even get to heal. Okay, that was pretty much perfect. What is next then? Next we have Triforce. I can see why it's called Triforce. So, the problem is we need to get the highest score. How will the enemies react? Straight for the balls? No, they're actually quite aggressive. Okay, so clearly attacker won't work here. We could do the same as last time and hope they'll fight each other, but medium's quite close. Let's be really silly and go for Laughbot Mark II again then. Oh, perfect. Will we even need to do anything then? If they reach our medium range, then we will start fighting them. One of them already had a casualty. Already has a casualty. You're going to go down, and you're not even moving out of long range, which is perfect. Just carry on. They both only have 2, we have 3. And I think Laughbot Mark II worked here as well. Exploiting the fact that they don't move out of long range, even if they're under attack. And finally then, we have Crossfire. Kill them all. Ooh. Okay, we have more, but overall they have more if you combine them both. We could run a... Ooh. Okay. There's a reason why we've been given these 2 here, because this means we can give the order for our lovely Laughbots to run to this. Is that beneficial? Is it beneficial at all to move towards the 2 zones here? Let's just go Destroyer for a second. I just want to see how everyone reacts. There we are, just go and kill things. No. I am... Really though? Destroyer's like the most basic AI possible. Okay, Destroyer wins, and the reason why it wins is because it reaches these guys first. They all go here. I thought perhaps these would be equal distances away, so they would split, but because they don't, it means it takes these guys such a long time to reach here that getting within short range is the answer. Staying at medium range would have been a loss. I'm actually willing to bet a very small amount of dignity, and I'll say that the regular Laughbot would probably lose here. So, also, them being so suicidal and not walking backwards if they're under attack, whereas a Laughbot would do that. So let's go with the regular Laughbot, the original. No, Laughbot, there we are. Ready, go. This way, we're under attack by both sides. Oh, we might still win though. Nope, seems like Laughbot did fine as well. Never mind, I was wrong. Little bit of dignity lost. Well then, that is actually that. That is the entire mission segment. I'm really looking forward to more of this stuff. Again, this game is in extreme early access. Like, this is an early alpha. It's going to have a lot more to it. There's going to be a lot more different options for programming. There's going to be different robot types. I've heard tell that maybe different weapons will be involved and stuff, and chassis, so that'll be kind of cool. The multiplayer at the moment isn't really true multiplayer. As you can see, you don't really connect with others. It's just a matter of you make your team and then you allow others to fight you and stuff like that, so it's not really too interesting. Maybe I'll have a go of it in the future, but it's not really my type of thing. Maybe half an episode, I don't know. Either way though, I really like this game because it's got the potential of being immensely complex. I'm sure people have made an AI which can do all the missions. In fact, now I've looked back at it, I'm fairly certain I could at this stage, and I might do that for like for a half episode just for the sake of it. Let's make an AI which can do everything, and it's probably not too difficult, honestly. But it's still simple. It's still fairly simple. Even me, who has absolutely no programming knowledge, I don't really like stuff like that. I loved it, absolutely loved it. I love the very basic problem solving. It's just very fun. Also, it's got a nice visual to it, so overall, certainly a game I would recommend. Once again, there will be a link in the description. It's a pay for what you think the game's worth model, which simply means you can pay 1 pence, you can pay nothing, or you can pay as much as you want. It simply asks you how much you want to pay when you go to download the game. If you simply can't afford it, then you pay nothing, but I would urge people to pay what you think it's worth. If you think it's worth $5 worth of entertainment, then just pay $5. It helps out the dev, and thus will hopefully help out it getting to a full game, and maybe on Steam one day. So, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Gladiabots might be a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.